Alright, dawn has come. I will take a confession before we go. Baba, I see that you're... Actually, I think Baba was already ready to level up, so I think this isn't going to give him anything. Oh no, it will. Alright. Cool. My mistake. And bless some of the people, and try not to get too focused on trying to bless all of them. Thank you, the barrel. I think that's the barrel. It is. And say a sermon, and then head the heck out to Anchordeep, where we can find crystals. There's not lots of crystals there, but there's some. It is the only way to get crystals. There are a few resources that you can only get on Crusades. It's the primary, but not the only way to get bones. Oh wow. You see how fast blue is moving around?
Yeah,
That's because they're in range of this.
Okay.
So that's the effect of the propaganda speakers there.
Nice.
Collect some more stuff, and head the heck out. Something else we can do is we can buy additional followers if we have the coin. This is our namer, and we know that they have the faithful trait because that's actually increasing their price right now. This is Helod. He is a friendly spider who catches so many followers that he's happy to sell some of his excess to us because he doesn't have time to eat them all. And I will accept this deal. He rubs his hands together adorably. But I'm not going to go back and recruit this follower right away. They can wait while I'm on Crusade. Don't eat them all at once. You see, he's having a great old time. He's a good salesman.
Yeah, yeah.
The characters in this game are really fascinating. Okay, now, Anchordeep. Silk is the special material of the Silk Cradle, which you can only get by adventuring there. Crystal is the one for this place. Mushrooms and the flowers are not actually only accessible by adventuring in Anura and Darkwood, but that's where you have to find the beginning of them. Because they're plants, you can also grow them in the garden. At the beginning of our crusade, we get access to one melee weapon and one curse. And we can try the curse out a little bit on these test dummies in order to see how it feels. We can also beat them up. The red stuff coming out of them is fervor. It refills our bar up there. That's our mana bar, essentially. Our fervor bar. The seaweed and grasses. I guess technically adventuring is the only way to get grass. It's plentiful though, and is found in all of the adventuring zones, I think. Also, bones are harvestable from the corpses of our enemies. And they're used for rituals. Let's just take a look at how these demons do what they do. They're not all that strong, but they do help. I also have a dodge roll. Just glance around, nothing in particular going on there. Having you charged into me. I am also wearing a special non-standard fleece, which modifies my abilities on Crusade. A little bit. Well, this one, the Fleece of the Diseased Heart, gives me a diseased heart, basically a black heart from the Binding of Isaac, which causes enemies to take damage when I get hit. Twice. Every time I pick up a tarot card, as long as I don't already have any diseased hearts. And as a penalty, if I've somehow managed to die while wearing the curse of the diseased heart fleece, then I go back to my base with nothing. rather than only taking a penalty in the resources I bring back, which is normally the case. So it makes the adventure easier, but if you lose anyway, then you go home empty-handed. Oh, hey! Clunko and Bob! Hello, wee lamb. Fancy seeing you somewhere dangerous like this. Does anyone else want to voice them, actually? The rest of what they say?
Okay. I'm Clunko. This is Bob. We're off to our friend Lighthouse for the night. Drinking and dicing. It's going to be quite the party. Ratao and the others know me for going overboard with the betting. Last time I bet and lost my hand.
You can see that that's kind of missing there.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. No, metaphorical. Talk about overplaying my hand. It was hilarious. I'll win it back then. Say, you should come. You seem tough, rich, and fond of risk. Perfect for knucklebones.
And we've gone and played Knucklebones with Ratau before, but not with Clunko and Bob, who hadn't gotten there yet. So now we'll be able to meet them at Ratau's house and play Knucklebones against them. They are a more challenging opponent than Ratau, but not the most challenging. This is Clonic, our primary source of tarot cards. I want the gift
Does the
from
most
below.
challenging have a hand?
Yes. The most challenging, I think, is the one who got Clunko's hand. Oh, by the way, if I had one more coin, I could make an offering to get a second tarot card.
Shame.
But you'll see I now have this diseased heart up here, because I got a tarot card. And then I got it. And I have the coins, so I could go back and get a second tarot card, but if I get hit again,
Yeah.
then I'll
Maybe
lose the
more
second
efficient.
half of the diseased card, and that would be more efficient. So I might deliberately get hit in this room. Except there's nothing in this room that can damage me, so I cannot. I'll go back and get a tarot card anyway, I think. Clunko is just poring over that map. There we go. And again, I perform an elegant bow, and I'm given the choice between the Hearts one for an extra half-heart container, and Hands of Rage, which I am definitely going to take. With Hands of Rage, once every 10 seconds when I swing my weapon, it fires a projectile as well as just swinging.
Very nice, very nice.
Yep. Gives me extra attack power. And here things become a little bit like Inscription. We get to choose our path to the boss node. And these different nodes do different things. The heart here could be multiple things. It could be Ratu, who is looking for his heart. There will almost certainly be an opportunity to heal hearts, but we're not really damaged. The shop with the cat banner means that there's a certain cat NPC who is there, and the cat NPC gives us a choice of several different gifts. This is just another dungeon node. This is a chance to pick up a follower. We might have to rescue them from something. This is a place to get food. Rakshasa is the one who gives food. This is a place to get ore. We don't really need ore. This dungeon has a banner attached to it which says that we get food instead of gold when we go to that dungeon. I'm inclined to think that the follower and the food dungeon is probably the better path here. Say, our poor adorable otter here is just sad and alone, and we don't have to rescue them from anything except loneliness. Because they're just
We can
sitting
definitely
here
help
being
them
a survivor. Yep. The life of the cult might not necessarily be a good one, but it is not particularly lonely. There's lots of people there. We can definitely help with that. Usually, I would say usually you have to fight to rescue the follower from cultists who are trying to sacrifice them. But in that case, nope. Some of those crystals we're looking for. Apparently we found 10 on this expedition. Or we just have 10 in general. Alright. We can steal devotion from the statue of Calamar. Or we can break the statue of Calamar and steal both devotion and stone. And then it starts to put itself back together. Because Calamar is still ascendant over this area. Crabs in the chest. And there is another opportunity for a tarot card there, so I'm going to leave it behind for now. Also remember to actually use my spell from time to time. Because what else do I need the fervor for? And then you can see the effect of Vossicus there as the fervor just kind of leaps at me. And we took that second hit, so going back and getting the tarot card now will get us another Disney star. Okay. Ooh, these are both good. So we could get Divine Strength to increase our attack rate and swing more often.
Right.
Or we could get a Divine Curse plus, which means this is more effective than usual, and we cast our curses for half price fervor.
Half is a lot.
Yep. Both real good options. You want to pick one?
I don't have a lot of context for how often you'd be using your curses.
Well, I was using my curses in that last room because I had to remind myself to.
Okay, so maybe not the most important. Maybe just the static strength up is better. Or attack speed, rather.
Yeah, if I'm actually remembering to use my curses, they are good, but, and the one that I've got now is pretty decent. It's a basic, 3 projectile spread. The, opportunity to get a second card was recharging there.
Yeah.
That, big cultist in white is a healer and can, heal the other enemies in the room. Okay. So this allows us to upgrade our curse for a slightly more powerful and different one. We could go for Strike of the Crown, a single projectile which has a chance to possess enemies on hit. I'm not a big fan of the possession effect, to be honest. And Death's Squall, a melee attack broad sweep, which slows enemies that it hits. I definitely prefer that to the other one on offer. I'm not sure I prefer it to Cleansing Fire, but I will take it. And to show you what that looks like, it looks like this.
Nice.
And if I got the timing just right, I think it would also put an arc behind me as well. Like that.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, that's what those, if you saw those little white bars on the arrows, if you hit the white bar, it does that. It does the extra thing. Oh. I acquired a plan for a crystal tree. Now I can build that decoration. I have other things I need to do with the crystals right now, but maybe in the future. Why is nothing happening in this room? Is Calamar gonna show up? Yep, Calamar's gonna show up. Would you like to grab this one, Stel?
Sure. Your friend Ratau was the last vessel sent against us, a sniveling coward, and there were countless before him, all equally pathetic and unworthy. Nothing humbles quite like a disease. I cast a plague upon your cult.
Right, so as mentioned, the one who waits is death. Shamara stands for war. Not much points for guessing what Calamar's realm is. wow. 5 of our people became ill.
Oh shit.
That's pretty rough.
Yep. And it said they'll die in a few days if they are not tended to. Now, just so you know, the one crown ability that I've unlocked after defeating Leshy allows me to teleport back home. So if I did this until this filled up, I could actually go back home right away.
Okay.
So we can flee. If we want to. Lava flooring. Purely cosmetic. But we have an additional cosmetic floor. And instead of warping out, we could go through the boss node and beat the boss. And then we'd have an automatic chance to go home.
Seems like the more productive thing to do.
Yep. If you escape out, you will lose some of your resources because you fled, and it won't look as good to your followers as if you went. Naturally.
Yeah, naturally.
If you beat the boss, and they're either a bishop, or you beat the boss without taking damage, you can even get a bonus on your goodies. It's difficult to do though.
Yeah.
Alright, so I could upgrade to a higher level vampiric sword. Which sword do I have now? Necromantic. Vampiric allows me to refill empty red heart containers, if I had any. Or I could get Path of the Righteous, which is basically a grenade weapon. And it creates a trail of ichor, which slows down opponents that move through it. I think I'll take this for the raw power-up, even though I don't think the ability is likely to come into play.
Yeah.
Swords are not the only weapon type, by the way, but they're the only one we've seen on this crusade so far. That was kind of entertaining. These little jellyfishes get scooted across the floor and then explode at whatever they come into contact with. I got a moon necklace. A gift for a follower, which will cause them to work at night.
Yay.
And another decoration.
What a blessing.
Yeah, they don't complain about it, but they do have tired eyes from that point forward. We are a force of rampant destruction, and we could go and explore the rest of the dungeon before fighting the boss, so why not? What's going on up here? Need to remember that I have a slowing swipe as my spell. More crystals. Not from the looks of it. But we could get another card. So why wouldn't we? When killed, I don't expect to be killed. When attacked, 10% chance of negating damage. That might give me a slight edge in the possibility of getting through the boss fight without taking damage. And I have just enough coins to get one more card. Do you think I should spend the money on it?
Honestly, you seem pretty stacked right now.
With coins or with cards?
With cards.
Yeah. Why are my 3 demons slanted like that? I'm gonna do this anyway. There's so many weird little graphical glitches. Ooh. Well now.
75% less, you say?
Yes.
God damn.
You can't turn that up.
Well now. Also, how's the cult doing? They're not doing too great. Yeah, It's not surprising. A bunch of people were forced into sickness, and Applejack has been lying there dead for a couple days. Things aren't great. But we can come back just after this. Let's see. Okay, this is Haborim. Oh, it's going to be pretty difficult to do this boss fight without taking damage. He's got charging. He's got.
Boys.
Yeah. Well, I can try. I don't think that hit me.
Yeah, it seems fine.
Okay, that was the managed not to get hit even when I would have gotten hit thing going off, so I would have gotten hit there, except I didn't. Goddamn charging enemies. Although I am very much enjoying... Oh man, okay, I finally got hit. That wave of fireballs, I didn't dodge them all.
Just at the end too.
Yeah, I have had worse. I have gotten hit by literally the last attack that the boss did, after not having gotten hit for the rest of the boss fight. Not bad performance though, I'll say.
Not bad at all.
I'll pick up a small gift, something I can give my followers for an extra boost of loyalty. Cut down the rest of these weeds. And then head back to the cult. And we'll see the second pie slice of 4 fill in there. The heretics were defeated. And because we defeated the mini-boss for the first time, it becomes another recruitable follower. As well, if we really want to push the population, we can take a moment to come up here and see whether Helab has another one to sell us. He does, but we don't have the money to afford it right now. Worth noting, though. Okay. Avronem has returned back and found a follower. Followers that you send out on missions will be tired if they survive once they get back. So will followers that you bring out with you as demons. Ah, and I see somebody here has been dissenting. So now I get to show you this.
That won't stand.
Nope. Applejack is now respectfully buried. Although I did take the jewelry off them, which caused my faith to fall a little bit more. But it's gonna be okay. No, that didn't mean to click on that. Hey, BitTorrent. You're tired, go to bed. Woo! You're tired, go to bed. The elders are wandering around being extremely grumpy. Rolling their eyes at me. That's it. We got anybody else over here who really should be sleeping? No. While a follower is in the stockades, their Their descent will not get the chance to grow. You can re-educate them once a day to decrease their amount of descent. After them, they're admiring the little statues, I think. Blessing the followers increases our faith. Recruiting more followers also increases our faith. Arnimer is the faithful one that we bought from Helab. They are faithful and a coprophiliac and gullible, so they'll be easy to level up. So this is a very choice follower. And we want a name started with BW. Any suggestions?
This is completely a joke suggestion, but USDA choice follower.
That doesn't start with BW. We could make them a cow, though, so they can be more like choice beef. We also have unlocked the otter skin and the mini-boss skin for the mini-boss that we just beat.
We could do like Blessy for like Bessie cow.
Wessie the cow? Stop. There. Like that?
Yeah.
We could in fact do that, yes. And we can change their color. That's a really weird color scheme.
Carrot cow.
Carrot cow. Yes. Any requests for color scheme? Bear in mind the black and white ones down here inevitably turn gray. Not gray, but brownish, because the color palette picker is a lie, unfortunately.
Oh, fun.
What did the third one look like again?
This?
Oh, that, you're the one next to it. To the left. I kind of like that one.
It's like an advertisement for chocolate milk. And we can give them face paint or a nose ring if we wish to. Or we can leave them plain.
I like the nose ring.
Okay. So, Wessie, the gullible, faithful chocolate cow. Alright. That sounds super cute. What kind of caramel in this light?
Mm-hmm.
And Oggold has died of old age. I just bury you before you become concealed in people gathering around to stare at you. Also, I think Babarl might have had almost exactly the same color scheme. Look at how much those two look alike.
Huh.
So I guess Wessie is the the successor to Babarl. Alright. We have Wessie. We have apparently Thegriber, or however the fuck you pronounce that, was the otter that we found alone in the woods, who is cynical and a natural skeptic, having seen their whole family get dragged away. I think that's understandable.
Yeah, fair.
I want a BV for this one.
PV.
Oh no, wait, I did that kind of backwards, didn't I?
You're the
TV.
axe, I think.
WXY, yeah. If I'm doing a BV, then that should have come before BW, so let's not. BY then.
You could maybe pun on Beazle, the otter Pokemon.
Bizel?
Yeah, I'm not sure how you pronounce that.
Let's go. Hey, that looks cute.
Yeah.
Want a pink scarred deer for Baizel's appearance, or possibly to rename them again?
I do like the name Basil. And yeah, they are cute.
Alright. So Basil is a cute peachish deer. Naturally skeptical, so they take back and overpower some of the benefit of having brought them in. Now Habarim joins us, and I already have a name in mind for BZ.
Oh, okay.
Byzantine.
That works, yeah.
Byzantine is strong constitution, gullible, and faithful. So another excellent follower. Shall we preserve their form or change it?
I like this little chibi form.
What was that still?
I was saying I like that little chibi form.
Well, they're all chibi, but I do like this one too.
Oh, chibi form of the monster.
Yeah. Do you have any idea what that symbol is on their forehead?
It looks like maybe an elongated version of the symbol of Venus.
Yes, it still looks like a female symbol with a bisected line, with a bisecting line. I also want to make sure I bless my newcomers.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the symbol of Mercury because there aren't the little horns.
And I think I want to give some special necklaces to Byzantium and Boissy, who have really lovely traits, so I'd like to harness those as best I can. I have the moon necklace, nature's necklace, and a feather necklace. I think I give the moon necklace to Byzantine. So Byzantine will be always working. And to Boissy, I could give either a feather necklace to help them go faster, or a nature's necklace to help them gather more. I could give them a nature's necklace. It suits their color scheme better. Now, Nanatai is joining us, and they get to be the first C. You know what? Okay, what? Stop!
Purely because I'm now on a space vibe trying to figure out which symbol it is. What about Cassiopeia?
Oh man. You know what? I have... In the D&D first edition game that I've been playing in, I have a rogue called Cassiopeia. My thief is called Cassiopeia.
Oh, cool.
And I can't turn that up. I was considering calling them Canada, but Cassiopeia is even better. Zealous and Coprophiliac. Do we want to keep their otter form or change it?
What would suit Cassiopeia better, I suppose?
Well, Cassiopeia is a thief, and I think them, like, being represented by an otter would make sense. They're outwardly fairly unassuming, I think. Just a badass woman with... I kind of picture them having brunette hair, so I think this would be fairly appropriate. So. There we go. I also had previously named one of my other recruits after one of the other PCs in that session, too, in that game. Up here in the graveyard, we have... Here it is, Aethel. And Aethel was named after the magic user in the campaign. Cool. You know what? Sure. Let's just hasten out actually finishing this nonsense by lighting the improved shrine flame, and you can see that being all fancy there. I'll come in here and speak to the people, including our 4 newest recruits. I was just about to say, where's everybody else, but they're in bed sick. I kind of forgot. I do actually know the answer to that question. Alright, so we come back, we say a few prayers, we recruit some people, and everybody's happy. Except for those who are dead. Just had a moment there of a little bit being tempted to sing Still Alive.
So was
I was
I.
also fighting it, yes.
Oh my goodness. Okay, we have Ogold is there, and I think they go just after. AT. I think AT did die. And Applejack is actually supposed to be further up here. Okay, these graves are not in the right order at all. Let me fix that. Yeah. LM and Applejack should be here rather than Aquinas. So these last 6 need to move. Because I done messed up my graveyard. Okay. P, Q, R, S, T, U. Alright. So this is fine, except for Applejack needs to be moved to the beginning of that section. Because I care about this. Okay. Applejack, move to the side. Everybody else move over. 3, 4, 5, I think. There. Does that fix it? Unfortunately, it doesn't tell you whose grave they are when you're moving them. Yeah, Aeondel, Applejack. Good. I fixed it. And Baba is almost healthy again. Everybody's fine. They just needed some rest, and I didn't even have to tell them to. That spider is trying to steal a log.
You know what? I'm rooting for him.
Not that I badly need the wood, but... Oh, there's another one.
I wonder why they want the locks.
I have no idea.
Building better webs.
Log cabin spider web?
My goodness. Alright, I'm gonna bring BitTorrent over here to hear a nighttime confession from them, and they're going to be upset at me for waking them up. But that's okay. They're also telling me in their confession that despite being woken up, they really, really like me. Like, they really, really like me. Like, they didn't have anything else to say. Kind of bizarre, honestly. Bitch, Blue, Bear, and Baba are no longer ill. And now Basalt is no longer dissenting. And just cheerfully waves at me from inside the stockade. So I can release them. They're still gonna have the eye effect for a little bit longer, though. The first thing they do is go and take a poop. Alright, fair enough. Four gold bars. Somebody pooped in the field. Don't have to. There's 2 outhouses over there. Okay. I will upgrade the remainder of the sleeping bags. and then make more. And then I figure I'll send people out on missionary again and prepare to go out on another quest. Is that good?
Sounds good.
I will. You've been doing good, I will. Oh, by the way, in case you haven't seen it, Fish, dogs have a special interaction.
Ah. Because of course.
Yep, it's not very powerful. It takes up time, and it gives them only like a quarter of the influence you get from blessing them, but it's cute. Bear and Boris kneel to me. Boris ascends. Maybe I'll invest further in Boris. Or maybe Bear. If I wanted to be particularly tactical about this, I might make a point of investing in the ones that I want to bring with me for crusades. Also, maybe let's take a look at which demon affinities our newest recruits have. Also, set up a bunch of stone to be refined. And a bunch of wood. And a bunch of my people are hungry, so let's address that. There we go. Okay. Demon stats. Who's new? Woo is not new. Right, this is one of the few screens where it doesn't actually list them in order. The people who came back recently from, like, Demonhood or Missionaries will be at the end of this list. Butter is reasonably new, and Pan. Boissy has the Fornax thing. Why is that Fornax red? The other ones were purple. Why is that one red? Am I wrong? No, I'm not. Why is that one red? It's because they're level 1? Do I have any other level 1 followers? Cassiopeia, is your pan a different color than the non-level 1? It is. Okay. I presume it's because of level 1 then. Fine. Alright. Okay, so Basil is aligned with Vesta. Byzantine is aligned with Pan. Cassiopeia is also aligned with Pan. And Boissy is aligned with Fornax. And Butter is aligned with Pan. That might be good to know, in case I want to focus on leveling any of them up in particular. What do you do, Bear? Pan? How about I bring Bear? Before I get carried away, I'll do the sermon. Getting a feel for the game now?
Yeah, yep.
rebellion, sleep. They
Is
don't
he
want...
rebelling against sleep?
Possibly.
I do that.
We're gonna put this rebellion to sleep? Maybe? This slack-jawed looks when they get their revelations. Here you go. You're okay. You're all okay. Okay. Leave some pumpkin soup. And I think with that, I will call it time to end this video and then start another one and go on the next crusade. Sound good?
Sounds good.
If you want to stick around for that anyway.
I might head. It's getting very late here.
That's fair. Would you like to say farewell to any viewers who eventually hear you on YouTube?
Absolutely. Farewell.
Best with your, may you find strong and clear streams, my dear fish.
Hopefully so. Hopefully so.